Hello everybody and welcome. We are here, we are live, we are ready to go. We are once again in Kerbal Space Program Hardcore mode. This is the series in which I'm playing through what is pretty much just a dressed up stock game. All the gameplay and parts and everything are stock. But I am playing it on hard mode with the science difficulty turned down to 30%. And one of the things with hardcore mode that's really the thing that I think affects you the most is that you can't quick save or revert to launch or any of those kind of things. All that kind of stuff is disabled. And with the conclusion of last week's stream, where I concluded my Eve mission, I got my crew back from an orbital space station around the moon. Everybody's now back home and safely in their little Kerbonaut beds. Well, I got myself over 10,000 science from all of that, almost 4 million Kerbucks, so I definitely want to spend the first bit of this going through and spending all this stuff and bringing this game into a new phase. I think what I need to do, not quite sure exactly what I'm doing down the road, but at the very beginning I want to get a new infrastructure going, new launch vehicles, maybe new space stations, all of that kind of stuff. But before we get to all of that, I do have a kind of leftover contract. Really, there's two, but I'm going to ignore that one for now. I'll get to it in a second. But this Explore Gilly contract, we went to Gilly, we landed on Gilly, we did stuff on Gilly, we came back, all good. But the contract didn't complete because it requires you to return to Kerbin from the orbit of Gilly, and by that they mean the actual vessel that went to Gilly. And that vessel is still in orbit about Kerbin. And I really don't like these requirements. I wish it would just be, you know, if you put the Kerbals on the surface of Gilly and bring the Kerbals back, I think it should all go, because I kind of prefer to do this through multiple vessels, space-dedicated orbiters, vessels that are designed to go from the surface of Kerbin to low Kerbin orbit, vessels that are dedicated landers, and all of that kind of stuff messes up this contract. But what I think I'm going to do, because that vessel, the Ares, is in orbit about Kerbin, it's just parked there, I think I'm going to send up some Kerbals, we're going to put on some parachutes, and we're going to bring that thing back down to the surface and kind of satisfy this contract legitimately. Well, thank you to Mattingly. I'm glad the tutorials and the RP1 series is really helping you. The other contract here is this detect 3 comets with the Sentinel infrared telescope. This is, you've got to put it in orbit around the sun and you got to turn it on. I have gone and checked between streams. It is on. It's been running for, gosh, it's got to be about 3 years while I was doing all this going to Eve and Gilly and back nonsense. And it's supposed to detect 3 comets, and it's detected none. It's supposed to work passively in the background. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I have done a little bit of Googling, a little bit of searching through forums and stuff like that. There are some people that just say comets are incredibly rare and you just got to get lucky and get some. There are some other people that are saying that mods can bork this. I don't know. And I'm honestly at the point, not sure if I really care anymore. So I'm going to leave this kind of, I'm going to hide it. I don't want to see it anymore. Hide it this way. I don't want to see it anymore. But I'll keep it there for a little while. And at some point, I'll probably just cancel it and eat the funds and reputation hit, because at this point I'm kind of getting to the point where I really kind of don't care. But anyway, I want to get started before we get into all of that kind of stuff, is get into research and development and start spending some of this science. So like I said, 10,000 science, it's 160 on that tier, 300 on that tier, 550 on this tier, and we can do a good chunk in this. And I'm just going to start unlocking stuff. Now, I think it's this tier I'm going to have to unlock the VAB or upgrade the Research and Development Center. We're going to upgrade some buildings too. So Mark II plane parts, yes. Really thinking we'll see if I can get into an SSTO. I'd love to build like a proper SSTO. We'll see where we get. What is this? This is just more plane parts. Yeah, sure. I'm really just kind of going through tiers here. Bigger parachutes, rotors and stuff, which I never use. Bigger heat shield, bigger landing gear. Sure. Sure. I like the big reaction wheels, the 2.5 meter reaction wheels, and this fly-by-wire avionic. That's a probe body that goes at the front of the car. Monopropellant tanks, Vernier engines. I never know if I say that right. Vernier? Werner? Werner. I don't know. Whatever. Yes. The good old LVN-Nuke Nerve engine. I'd like to build... Yes, we'll do that for sure. For orbiter engines. Big old tanks. I'm still not spending my money at it any great. Inflatable airlocks. Just... Oh, the shielded docking port. Yeah. Whole lot. Inline docking port like that thing. Would have loved that earlier, but... Boom. What else? Mark III plane parts. Yep. More Mark III plane parts, including the big cockpit. Service bays, all that stuff. Bigger landing gears. Inflatable heat shield. Yes, yes, yes. And then way down here, high-powered electrics, antennas, big solar panels, including, I think, now the Gigantor. Yep. Okay, and now I got to get out of here, and I got to upgrade the R&D center for 3. Oh, my gosh. That's going to eat up a lot of my budget right there, isn't it? Bomb. Wow. $500,000 left. Okay, let's keep going, though. Still got almost 7,000 left. Now, I got to be a little careful. Not sure if I can do... This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Each of these is 550. So that's 5, 6. Yeah, I can't do all of these. So I'm going to start being a little bit selective. I think here we get the Rapier engines, which really makes SSTOs a lot easier. I don't know if I need these really big-ass engines at this point. Or these really big tanks, so I might skip by that. Again, various construction parts. Big. This is big. Big being the name of the game. Hypersonic flight. Definitely want the whiplashes and the toroidals, but you know what? I think I might go right across to here and get those Rapier engines too. What are the other thousands that I got? What is that? A hyperspectral resource. That must be a SCANsat part. I do have SCANsat installed, I think. Holding... Oh, ore stuff. Ore stuff. Ooh, we could get into that. Harvesting ores. More probes. Big telescope. Okay. PB Nuke. RTGs. A little mini PB Nuke. Okay, well, we'll get the Rapier for sure. Okay, and then what is over here? More plane parts, various elevators. This is really getting into space shuttle-y type of parts, isn't it? I don't think I need these really big wheels and stuff. Let's look at science. Oh, GravMax negative gravioli detector is a science monster. Take a look at the chat. Make sure to see if there's things. Oh, somebody else saying contract yesterday. Found the first comet after 2.5 years, Oliver says. Yeah, so maybe that is the problem with that comet contract. I'll just leave it running in the background. Oh, ion propulsion. Probe bodies, really good ones. Multispectral analyzers. Let's see what we got. Bigger antennas. If I'm going to go far, I want to have bigger antennas. What's at the end here? Oh, I already looked at that. That's right. What do we got left? 3,798. Big batteries. And yeah, we'll get that. Still got... I think I'll keep working along here. I don't think the big tanks are that big a deal for me. I don't see my... I'm not someone who goes big that often. Let's finish off these two. Okay, still got 1598. Getting pretty close to the end of this. I could get one of these and one of these. So which one do you like the most? Which one do I like the most? We got... Oh, the vector engines. If you want to build a space shuttle, you want those. That might have made that decision. These are just great big... Yeah, the... What do you call the 3.5 meters diameter tanks? I think. And then this one is just various construction bits. I think I'm going to go here. And one of these, and I'm thinking like this ore stuff. Thinking ore stuff. There we go. That is a lot of science tree just completed. Only 4 nodes left. All right, we'll get back out of here. And what? Got kind of a fog rolling in, aren't we? Can I can't upgrade this. Shoot, so I still don't have action groups legitimately. I'm also noticing I've yet to upgrade the Spaceplane Panger or the past level 1. Okay, let's take a look at contracts. Plant a flag on Eve. No. Rescue Imrim from orbit, who is stranded in low orbit about Kerbin. I got enough Kerbals. Another one stranded in low orbit about Kerbals, or about Kerbin. How does it have the nerve to give you these low-lying fruits and then plant a flag on Eve like 2 stars, like that's nothing? Jeez. Conduct a low-resolution altimetry SCANsat scan of Kerbin. Have I not done that already? Oh, resource scanning. I got the altimetry. Maybe I haven't done the altimetry scan, but resource scanning. I don't want to resource scan Kerbin. Who cares about resource scanning Kerbin? Yeah, I'd rather do... I think Mimbus actually is the really good one to get. Do a group of SCANsat surveys of Eve. I would really like you to start picking a different, like, Duna or something. Same with Gilly. Don't care. Map 8 asteroids endangering Kerbin with the infrared telescope. I think that might be a good one to pick. I do have 6 active contracts. I gotta be a little... I don't think I have a limit, though. Build a new orbital station around Eve. Not gonna happen. Conduct atmospheric surveys of Eve near... No. And you know what I'm gonna do? If you start... there is a decline, and there's a 3 reputation hit for hitting the decline. But so what? It will start populating these with other ones. So everything that has to do with Eve, I'm going to start saying decline and hope it kind of gets the message. Same with this one. Same with this one. Yeah, Gene. I don't care. I'm going to grab this one. Other than that, I don't know if there's much. The volcanic rocks on Eve, isn't it? Yes. Go away. Boom. And I know I've said it before, but the thing that drives me the most crazy about this game is its the contract system and its nonsensicality. There was a really nice interview that Shadowzone did with oh my gosh, what's his name at RocketWorks? I'm forgetting his name now. The guy who's the head designer at RocketWorks, who's in charge of Kit and Space Agency. And they spent some time talking about the game and having. He did mention something about, they haven't obviously ironed out details, but he feels committed. He seems to recognize the problem with the contract system that exists in KSP as it is and trying to come up with something that's, you got to hit that right balance of being structured enough that it makes sense, but also allowing players to go off in their own directions. And actually, that's right. He brought up the Strategia mod, which if you don't know, and he brought that up, he brought it up, and that's a great mod for, like, you can pick different programs, but you're free to pick. So if you want to do moon landings, go do moon landings. But if you'd rather concentrate on space stations, go with space. No, it wasn't Harvester. It wasn't someone who had... It was the head of RocketWorks, the development company. So it was nobody that had a previous connection to KSP. And, oh, it's bugging me that the name is escaping me, but that's okay. So what we're going to do... I might need to have to do some upgrading in the Spaceplane hangar, but I'm going to try and do this one. And what I'd love to do, what I would love to do is actually build me a proper SSTO and see if we can and its first mission is going to go up. We're going to stick some parachutes on this stupid thing. So, contract go away. And we are going to make this a Mark II based thing. So we're going to build it. I think I'm going to start with... Oh, I do have these entry costs. 20,000 curb bucks. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to build it around this. And... which one is the little docking port here? There's a Mark II. Don't tell me I did not unlock it. There it is. Mark II Clampatron. That goes there. I do have to watch my money. I'm gonna run out of... Oh, no, I think I'm okay. And there, I think, are some Mark II shaped reaction wheels. There are not. I guess I didn't unlock them. I thought there were reaction wheels that were shaped just like this. Oh, maybe it's under probe bodies. That's what I was thinking about, this drone core. Stick that in there. But I think that does have built-in reaction wheels, does it not? So the drone core, yes, it does have built-in reaction wheels with extra ones on pitch, which is exactly where you need them. Has all of the SAS goodiness to it. Okay, so that's good. And then we'll get into the Mark II tanks. All right, I think I'm better off going to here and looking at it that way. Yes. Where is the one? There's the bicoupler. I think I'm going to need that. I'm going to need another one, obviously. Something with just, I think, liquid fuel in it. So this is a liquid fuel short. I got the liquid fuel. That's the rocket fuel long. This one's got rocket fuel in it. Yep. This one is liquid fuel long. Let's start with short. And we'll put a pair of rapiers on the back of this. Look how many things I got now. There they are. Rapier engines, for those that don't know, have both an air-breathing and closed cycle mode, where it just uses the oxidizer that's built aboard. In other words, they're both jet engines and rocket engines at the same time. So already that's given me 9,174 meters per second of vacuum delta V. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be shooting for here. But we'll see where we get up. I kind of have, as per usual, not much of a plan. And, oh. I never quite know what I'm unlocking here with these. Oh, that might be the right one. Yeah, like that. And maybe those little guys. Like that's this one. No, those are big. So arrange these by mass. Usually makes it easier for me. These are the big ones. Yeah, they're big. There's small little triangle ones somewhere. Maybe I've gone... Oh, wait. Go up. These ones. Structural wind type D. I think can sit nicely on the end of this, right? Yeah. And probably we'll get a strake in there, too. That is a lot of wing surface. But I still got a lot of TWR. Not... Oh, whoa. How did my delta... Where did all that delta V come from? Well, I guess it depends on what mode this is in. I got liquid fuel up here. I got liquid fuel and oxidizer in here. Can I toggle the mode from here? I can. There's no way that DV is right. Is it? No way. I'm going to need more fuel than this. We'll see where we end up. So, I need some sort of control surfaces. Maybe you want to turn the docking port. You'll have less problems on docking with crashing into your station. You mean like... Well, the station... I'm going to probably build a new station. So I'm going to keep the docking port where it is. I'm not sure if you just mean make the docking port upside down and come at it from this way. Which I could do, if that's what you meant. That way. And have the docking port underneath, dock that way. Which means you're not worrying about hitting into rudders and tails and stuff. Maybe I'll do that. I'm not sure if that's what you meant or not there, Oliver. But I am planning on doing a new space station anyway. Something for the future. Okay, we have lots and lots of, I'm looking at you. This one and this one. Like that. And then this little short one. And like that. These guys I plan on kind of just sort of tilting up on a jaunty angle type of thing, like that. Maybe I'll be tilting wings and stuff too. Some kind of a tail type of structure. How am I gonna do this? I'm just debating what to use. I could use like just like one of these. I think so. And then we'll just slide her back. That kind of a thing. Sure, why not? Okay. And I'll probably put on some canards, and I think there is like an advance. There's the standard one. I thought there was like some high velocity. This guy just, I don't know if there's really a difference, but I think this one does look cooler. Like that kind of a dealie. And I don't know where. Let's start playing with this, I guess. So I'm gonna tuck these in just because it feels like it's a little bit. Oh, I gotta be careful with the wings there, don't I? I can see. I'm getting a little bit of a collision happening here. I don't like that. That's making me forced to be big. Okay, I'll be big. Mass and lift. Obviously, the lift is still too far back. I might be needing to add more fuel. I don't know. Sometimes I surprise myself, and it's not nearly as difficult as I like to think. I do have these strakes somewhere. There it is, a wing strake. Let's unlock that. Pulls that forward just a little bit. We can also pull it downwards. In fact, I'm thinking might just pull all these wings down. I think that's like actually not a bad plan. Like this, like this. And then that will get those control surfaces from interfering, hopefully not quite so much as they do with the engines, is kind of what I'm thinking. Also, the landing gear are likely to go to the wings. Could also go with control surfaces that aren't quite as big as this too. That's the other option. Okay, where's that putting my lift and my mass? Boom, boom. Okay. Might just, you can get some action going by just rotating these guys too. Get that to move around a little bit. It's a little bit low. I'm not sure if that's... I don't think it's a big deal. We'll see what it's like when we fly it. Now, what's it like when the fuel's all gone? Like if we... So this is what it's going to be like upon re-entry. The mask goes forward. That's good. That's what you want to see. A little bit ugly on the bottom, which I don't, not a big fan of. Don't like these big gaps. But I may just have to live with them. Alright. Boop. I mean, it's looking like a thing. Let's see. These are going to be for pitch control. Oh, I should put some proper air brakes on this thing too. Let's see. But first of all, pitch control. I could also use them to deploy with the brakes. If you deploy them, they go like that. Oh, but I don't have action groups set up. That's gonna stink. Oh wait, I do have oh, I don't have any okay, let's save this. This is I don't know what we're gonna call okay, this is Spaceplane 1 for now till I come up with a better name. I'm just gonna upgrade. Amazingly, I'm still okay on a tier 1 runway. So we'll have a spaceplane taking off from the dirt. What is your favorite planet in the solar system? Mine is Neptune. I don't know. I guess I'll have to go with... You know what? No, I'll go with Jupiter. I'll go with Jupiter. I was going to go with the favorite of Saturn for every... But I'll go with you. Oh, shite. I don't have the money for that. Okay, I know how to cheat this. There's a cheat. You want to know how to cheat this? Here's how you cheat this. So you save this. You switch to here. But this is tier 2 here. Now you do have action groups. You go to your brake action groups. Click on that. Say deploy. And now you go back. And now these guys are on action group deploy. That's cheap. Like, if I hit the brakes, they will deploy. I'm gonna... But, I don't care. It's fine. I could also get into the settings and actually make it so that... I don't think I need particularly heavy. Sorry, I was in mid-sentence and then just changed. You can make it so that... I can get this out. Where's the center of mass of this guy? You can turn on action groups full time in the settings, which honestly might not be a bad idea. I don't feel I don't know. I'll decide whether I'm going to do that or not. Okay, let's get action group you're on here. You want these wheels a little bit behind the center of mass, and you also want this with a slight pitch up on the runway if it's going to take off from the runway, and I can already see part of the reason why I lowered the wings. Oh wait, that means this has to be a little lower, dummy, not the other way around. I can do this better there, and these can go up a bit. Need air intakes. Suddenly realizing that too. air intakes. What do we got for air intakes? I do have these adjustable ramp intakes that take in. I could also, I do have, I might just start, I might go with these. I always find I don't do enough of this. Effective base speed 10 meter, intake area is 10 square meters. Can I get away with just 2? It's hard to tell. I think the easiest thing is just to build this thing and see what happens. Oh, I don't... Oh, no, I do have simulation mode. So, unlock those. You know what? Because you can't have enough air, I'm going to put in 4 of these. That might be very likely overkill, but it's probably better overkill than underkill. Slide those up like that. Bring just a bit this way. Slide those up. See, I gotta roll them a little more. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, the round air takes can handle... I know, they're the shock cone air intakes, but the issue is with what I've built so far. I could... What I've built so far, there's nowhere for them to go. So I do have... But I mean, I could very easily just put a couple of, like, those liquid fuel... Oh, I also have those pre-coolers, which I'm not 100% sure even do anything. You know what? We'll go with this for now. We'll see how it goes, and then, you know, that's going to be it. So anyway, the pitch is that this one's going to be on roll. This guy's on yaw. I don't even know if I have enough fuel. I don't know much of anything as to how this is going to behave. So what we're going to do, we're going to save this. Do we have a pilot aboard? Valentina and Bill are aboard. Oh, I wanted to put it so you can get more Kerbals into this. For goodness sakes. That's what I knew I was missing. This can only take 2 Kerbals. I want something that can carry up a crew of people. I'm surprised I didn't think about that earlier. I do have this guy, the Mark II crew can. That holds 4 Kerbals there, so this whole thing holds 6. Of course, that now completely has messed up a lot of stuff. This and this is now completely kerbopulated. That there. This comes forward here. This goes forward a bit. Give her a go. Alright, let's save it. We're gonna remember, because I'm playing on hard mode, I cannot revert, so we're going to use a simulation, which does cost us a bit of money. Why did that sound so unhealthy? Okay, I also should put the rapiers to toggle between the two modes on an action group, but we'll do that in just a little bit. I can see the these need to be just pitch. There we go. So pitch up and down like that. I can see these have deployed. Rudder works. That's very aggressive rudder. Okay, let's take the brakes off. This has a high probability. We're taking off right into fog too. SAS on. Actually, wait a second. Do I not have... Forget that. Fly-by-wire on. This is the aircraft... what's it called? Aircraft autopilot thingy. It is great. Just makes the flying just a lot more natural. And we'll toggle these into rocket mode naturally. But right now... Oh, wait. No SAS, because I have that master switch on. Oh, let's just do it. Let's just do it. See what happens. Oh, wow. Takes off without any issue. We're going to hold it, I don't know, about 15-degree pitch here. Like this. There's actually a flight controller over here, too. Which is great. Wow, this thing is really picking up speed quick. Okay, 90-degree heading I like. And you have rate of climb like 15 degrees. I don't care about... That's all I care about, isn't it? Not gonna hold you. Yeah, let's just put on the cruise controller like that. Whoa! Wait, why did you do that? That was interesting. What part of... Oh, the altitude! I need the altitude to be like 70 kilometers. Vertical motion. This is intense! This is intense! Just lower... Oh no, that's the G-forces. It's because I had the altitude set at 1,000 kilometers, I think. I don't know why. Whatever. We're good. We're good. We're getting up to... This is really ridiculous right now. Clearly not an ideal ascent. But we are picking up a stupid amount of speed. Okay, I think... Okay. We are still gaining speed. Let's switch this into modes here. Boom, boom. Into rocket mode. Don't know what's going on. Maybe using the autopilot was a bad idea. Wait. Toggle mode. I think I was in rocket mode to begin with. Okay, just a second. We're gonna start all over. I'm not sure what happened here. Restart the simulation. The plasma effects are coming from the Firefly mod. That was a little ridiculous. Okay, I do like the fly-by-wire. I'm not quite sure it was a good idea using the cruise flight controller. Okay, what mode are these things in? Do they start in... Oh, one says automatic switching, one says manual switching. Okay, maybe that's what was going on. And I can look to see if I'm using up oxidizer. Okay, we're going to try this again. Because clearly things weren't right. Oxidizer's not being used up, so we are going... Gosh, dang, this thing kicks them in the backside, doesn't it? Oh, I never did raise my landing gear, I don't think either. Okay, let's put on cruise flight controller. There we go. So we are now climbing at 15 degrees. The heading at 90 degrees. Target altitude is 70 kilometers. Not using oxidizer, so it is in air breathing mode. But if it's on automatic switching, it may switch to rocket mode on its own. Isn't that what automatic switching should be? Is that a new feature? I don't recall that ever being there before. Oh my gosh, this thing is bonkers. We're already getting 1,400 meters. Probably go up at a steeper angle than this. I'm just gonna kind of keep holding it, but I can probably pitch higher than this. Oh, we're losing control surfaces. But we're gonna push forward. We just lost one of our canards up there. And, okay, are you switching? I think it just switched. I think we're in rocket. Yes, it's using up the oxidizer now. What's our altitude? Okay, I cut and throttle because our altitude here is really high. We only have 62 meters per second, so it needs a little bit more oxidizer aboard. You can see we're running low on oxidizer here. Also, that ascent was less than ideal. I've never seen the automatic switching before either. I kind of like it. Then I don't have to get into action groups to figure that stuff out. This is not going to make orbit. I should actually take that off and do that and just lock it to prograde at this point. I think we need a little bit more oxidizer. I think we're okay for liquid fuel. So what I'm thinking... What am I thinking? I put just some radial tanks on here. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to make some changes. So, terminate this, terminate. Alright, so what are we going to do? We're going to put on some oxidizer tanks of some kind. And what I'm thinking is just like a couple of these. Take the liquid fuel out because I think I'm good for liquid fuel. Unfortunately, I don't have just oxidizer tanks. But maybe now what I can do is take these off and put on the superior shock nose cones. These guys. Man, everything is so freaking expensive. I hate that. Like those. And there are these pre-cooler thingies. Divertless supersonics intake. Isn't there another one? There's another one. Engine. This one. Isn't this like the really high? Advanced materials allow for cooler to wick away the heat from attached engines. In addition, it features additional intake area to optimize supersonic flight. But I'm not that convinced these do anything for me. Do you think they do anything? I mean, they're not... I mean, putting two of them on there is an extra... What's that? 750 kilograms. I'm not really sure. Oh, and that just put me over the top. Let's take them off. I'm going to do that. Going to do that. That goes away. That comes here. And then we're going to get a couple of just really basic nose cones. I don't know why I went here. They're really, really basic ones. Just to clean off the backside. Two of them. All they do is cooling down your engine. So they don't improve, like if your engine, but it's not like KSP models engine efficiency or anything like that, right? So like with engine temperature, as long as the engines don't blow up, your engines are fine. But here's what I'm thinking. Oh, this would be a good thing to put. Here, I'm going to have the landing gear kind of disappear into them. That will make things look a little slicker. forward a bit. Alright, we're going to give this a go. Now, I'm noticing I might need to... I'm over the part limit, for goodness sakes. Oh my gosh, I have a 30 part limit. How to add Earth in KSP, I'm being asked, which isn't really relevant to this screen. There's a bunch of mods that do it. There's Real Scale Solar System that does it. There's Curb and Size Solar System that does it. There are a variety of mods that add Earth. Okay, thankfully that's not too expensive. Back into here we go. If you're looking at my RP1 series, I'm doing that through the RP1, which uses Real Solar System. Like if you have a particular series in mind that I do, let me know. Okay, I'm going to give this one a go again. So save and... not launch, silly. Simulate. If Parallax, if you are referring to my RP1 series, or any of my series for that matter, I always list all the mods down in the description. I can't speak for other people, but if you're ever looking at any of my series, whatever mods I'm using, I always list them. Okay, I'm going to increase this time, like go 25 degrees. Because that was pretty crazy. Keep an eye on this. These are still automatic. Switching manual. I'm just going to keep them on automatic. It just makes life easy, doesn't it? Z and go. Okay, there we go. And putting on cruise flight controller. There we go. Long loading times in KSP is pretty normal, especially if you have a ton of mods installed. If you run the stock game, it should be running okay, but of course that does depend on your computer too. Alright, I didn't like all those flamey things. That was getting a little bit silly. Oh, I just realized I'm running into the part count limit, but... oh, I might have problems flying this thing because I need to upgrade the... shoot. Shoot. What's our altitude at? Let's lower our pitch now to... oh my god, let's not lower our pitch. This thing is crazy! I was going to lower my pitch, but now I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to, in fact, take this off, this on, and lock the prograde. That sounded like engine switching modes. Yep, we're burning oxidizer now. And that is 80 kilometers on the apogee. Or apoapsis. Used to RP1. I should be reducing throttle now that I'm thinking about it. I still got 400... I'm going to just restart this one last time. I don't think this is... it won't be one last time. Who am I kidding? Restart the simulation. All right. Try it again. Okay, that's still good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Set and go. Kept that automatic switching. I wonder why one's on automatic and the other one isn't. I think I keep forgetting to do my landing gear too, which is pretty dumb. But I just realized I'm running into the part count limit, and that's a Spaceplane hangar thing. So I might be running into a bit of an issue. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce my throttle, especially once we go into closed cycle rocket mode. I'm going to reduce my throttle to keep my apoapsis nearby and try and improve the efficiency of this whole thing. Oh my gosh, that is so bonkers. Reducing throttle. I don't want this apogee getting far ahead of me. This is also not a typical spaceplane ascent. Usually you kind of look at the frickin' plasma cloud behind us. That is so crazy. Okay, I'm going to put standard fly-by-wire this and lock the program. Oh, that sounded like the switch to rocket mode. So I'm going to keep the apoapsis about a minute ahead. Look how pretty those colors are, though. That's really pretty. I should also close these guys, like close these air intakes when that happens. I think they're more aero... I don't know if that matters or not. This time I might need to put more liquid fuel on it, but I could just put more, I could just fill up this tank. Like that might be my limiting thing. I'm gonna run out of fuel. It's liquid fuel now. Plenty of oxidizer. Okay. Yeah, I'm still running into the part count problem. Shoot. I need to upgrade. I might have to do something really boring and just do a boring vessel up there. Might have to put this on hold until I have some more money. We're gonna try and fly it. Well, oh yeah, unable to launch, I know. Gonna do one more sim. That's like the worst sound. Okay, PZ and that, and this should be on automatic, and that one already is. Yeah. Okay, so I just put on a lot more liquid fuel because I just filled those up. Obviously thrust isn't an issue, so I can still keep adding more fuel cans. Maybe getting up would be a good idea. You don't think... I agree, it might not have the Delta V, but I'm also thinking that for now I might need to put it on hold because I can't launch it from the Tier 1 space hangar anyway. And I don't have the money to upgrade it. Yeah, but what I can do is just put more fuel behind here. But I am agreeing. I don't think it has the fuel. Depends on what you want, Orlax. Do you want an Earth that's a real scale Earth? Do you want an Earth that is Kerbal scale Earth? Or would you like an Earth that's somewhere in between? KSP runs on a 10th scale solar system, so it's all a question of whether you want to keep that scale or not. What kind of mod you want to put in there. Real scale, then it's real scale solar system. That would be, and realistic engines. That's, you want realism overhaul. That is what you would want. Okay, let's lock this to prograde. Rocket mode. Could I launch it from the VAB and taxi it over from the launch pad to the runway? I could. I think it's a bit, well, I don't know, it might be comical. But yes, I could definitely do that all over. As a workaround, rather than just launch something boring. That might not be a bad idea. How much money do I get? Maybe I'll get enough money from that contract to upgrade the Spaceplane hangar anyway. I am agreeing I don't have the fuel. I think this time, though, the balance between oxidizer and liquid fuel is a little closer. You can see the two bars are closer at least. Really not using this anymore. You know, I don't think this is far off. Velocity getting up there. I think I'm going to be a little shy, but not crazy shy. 22, 25, isn't it? Orbital velocity? Something like that. And it's the oxidizer that ran out first. All right, so what we're going to do, terminate, more fuel. So, it's the oxidizer that ran out first. You know what, just put on a bigger tank. That's the double that size tank, isn't it? Yeah, so let's do that, do this, do this, do this, do this. That comes off. Do that. Bring these wheels over. Like in there. Mass and lift, where are they now? Mass needs to be further forward, which probably the best thing is just pulling this forward. RCS solar lights, yes. Oh yes, there's a lot more to go, but you know, once you have a plane that's working, adding in RCS, adding in solar panels, putting on lights, I think that's all pretty trivial. I just want to get something I know I can get to orbit, and then I can do the rest of the stuff. That's like just dress up. Okay, put that on. I think I'm going to leave all that. I should change this in the VAB so I don't have to keep changing it now. Okay, and full throttle and go. Okay, we're off again. Hopefully this is going to be the one. Man, I can't believe I'm that tight for money. That's really annoying. I also think I might be reducing my throttle a little too early while still in air breathing mode. I should wait until, I don't know. See, everybody has different advice when it comes to these things. Add a little more weight to this thing. 15 degrees. It isn't quite accelerating as much as it was before. Yeah, I know. I'm just so... I did pay a lot for the upgraded Research and Development Center, and I'm happy I did. I wouldn't have these Rapier engines at all if I didn't do that. Okay, lowering this. A little more. Picking up speed. Come on. More speed. Turning into a ginormous fireball. And when I hear those engines click over, then I'm going to pitch up. Pitch. Oh no, we're losing speed. Switch. Switch. I don't know if I like automatic now. Still is in air breathing mode. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, I'm gonna go to standard fly-by-wire. Pitch up. Come on. Put on SAS. Pitch up. I know there's an angle of attack feature in here somewhere. Maybe just have a angle of attack holder. I think I'm okay. I would have liked to switch to rocket mode a little earlier than it did. Just letting it go a little bit past 80. Okay, it's sliding through okay. We're not losing that much altitude here. Still have 895 meters per second adult. I think I got this. I think I got this. Where are those contracts? So if I finish this contract off, I do get 149, almost 150,000 curb bucks. Anyway, I still have 895 meters per second. We're only a couple of hundred meters per second away from orbital velocity, so clearly achieving an orbit's not going to be a problem. It also will have fuel left over for some basic orbital maneuvering. There we go. That's an orbit. It's not pretty, but it's an orbit. And it's still got 600 meters per second, 640 meters per second left. Okay, this is good. Let's dress this up. Where are we going? We are leaving. Terminate. I'm so used to RP1 and you know, I was looking for where's the Kerbal construction time button to end this simulation and all that kind of stuff. And okay, I'm gonna put that on automatic. That one's on automatic. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. RCS is what this thing nets and needs also some solar panels. Probably needs some batteries. How many doesn't have a lot of batteries on. Well, not terrible. 400 meters. There's 250 electric charge in there. There's 100. I think it's fine. I don't think I need to put on more batteries. Solar panels. We'll put on just one of these little deployable little McJobby jobs like this back here, like you. Retract. And lights. Oh, RCS blocks. RCS. So we got to put monopropellant. How much monopropellant is in? There's 15 monopropellant in just the cockpit. That's really not very much, is it? If I look at resources, how do you do this by resource? There we go. Monopropellant. Range these by mass. There's, I can put on another 15. Those guys are 20. Those are 7.5. was thinking where to stick them. Just stick them pretty much anywhere. That gets me 30 monopropellant, right? No, 105. Oh, wait. There's there's a 75. I've got more than enough. There's 75 monopropellant there. I have 90 units of monopropellant. That's fine. Let's put on some RCS blocks. RCS blocks. I forgot that they have monopropellant in the little docking port job. So I'm going to use the small ones. That's these guys. So let's think about where we're going to put them. Where's our center? Oh, I got RCS Build Aid installed too. That'll help me out. Just these ones. So, yeah, let's start with a couple here. Why do I have like no? Oh, there we go. And so that's there, and then we'll put a couple more. Is that? I don't know if I like that. Okay, I'm gonna use the place anywhere ones. I'm gonna put. Oh wait, there's different. I forgot. There's different variants. Let's put a couple back here. And that's a 5-way variant. The only way it does not thrust is down. So that just fixed that issue. So I have, let's count thrusters. I have 4 thrusters thrusting up, 4 thrusters thrusting down. Turn these ones to the 5-way variant too. 5-way variant is your friend. 4 thrusters to the left, 4 thrusters to the right. There will be 6 thrusters going back and 6 thrusters thrusting forward, but that's okay. Alright, let's balance this. So, thrusting to the right, we do have some torque issues, right? That makes them worse. This way makes them better. Keep them there. And what we'll do is we'll just lower the power on these thruster blocks. These gonna have to go to like, wow. Don't need that much. That's because these are so close to where the center of mass is. Of course, the reaction wheels in this game are silly, so you don't have to balance this perfectly by any stretch. And also, once this thing's in orbit, it will be largely out of fuel, so this might not be the best, but I think that's going to work. Very little torque there. That's to the right. To the left should be the same. Up should be close to the same. Just looking at this torque number, as long as it's below a kilonewton, I don't see a problem. Down, forward, and back. I'm happy with that. That was simple. Now, RCS Build Aid will also show actuation toggles and turn off the yaw, pitch, and roll. Because I don't need them for attitude control because the reaction wheels are so good in this game. And that will save me on monopropellant. Okay. Alright. Yeah, 15's more than enough. You're right. And now that I've discovered that there's 75 units of monopropellant there, I got more than enough. When you use these little blocks, you hardly go through the monopropellant at all. And the only thing I use them for is for docking. Lights. See, this will certainly put me over the top when it comes to... I do have these strip lights now. So you can blind your fellow Kerbals. I cannot tell which way those are pointing. So that when these come on, light up the plane there like that. I like it. We do need regular kind of navigation type of lights. Standard red and green. This is on the left side, so red for you. Flip her over to the other side. Remove the symmetry. You're going to be green. Also, probably flashers over here, right down here. Green. Flashing once a second's fine. Blink on. Just turn the blink off. No, blink on. Sorry, remove from symmetry and make that one red. I realize as well, like I really should. I don't know if I can recolor this cockpit though. I do have the turd mod, that texture mod. But if I can't recolor the cockpit, I might be better off just staying away from it. Taking a quick look, making sure I cannot. No, I can't. So I think I'll stay with the sort of stockish colors. We can see it to see if... Right? There's no appearance on this? No. I can do a little bit with this. That's shiny, but I'll stay away from the shiny. We'll just make them white like that. Maybe make the back end dark? Sure. I think that's all I'm going to do. Okay. Yeah, the turd mod. Alright, so red, green. We need some flashy lights. Flashy lights on the top. And this is going to be white, half-second little blinkers. And I'm on two-way symmetry, so I should be getting the same thing down there on the bottom. These will be like a little double light type of deal. And then I'm going to take just this one, remove the symmetry, and I'm going to make it amber. And put the blink period up to just... I don't know, mark the top. There should be blinky lights down there on the bottom. There are. And blinky lights. Blinky lights here. Yeah. More blinky lights. Okay, this will just be white blinky lights. I did turn those other blinks on, right? No, blink on. Oh, wait. I can't tell if those are blinking now. Blink off? Okay, I think the blink's on. And if I wasn't over with with my part count. I certainly am now. And then finally, I think just some blinkies at the back. Underside lights around the docking port is a very good idea, I think. What's really nice to do, if I had more, you know what, I'll wait till I have better action groups unlocked, because what's really nice is attaching this to an action group and then having like just some, what kind of lights do I have? Do I have those strobes? No, I don't. Like cherry lights. There aren't any cherry lights. While I said cherry lights, by the way, I'm waving my finger in the air, like whoop whoop, but you know, you can't see that. But what's really nice is get some blinky lights around the docking port and then hook it all to an action group so that when that opens up, but I don't have full action groups yet. I think it's good. So what we're gonna do, I think this successfully tested. Oh boy, SP1 is terrible. I really do have to come up with a better name, but I did have, let's switch over to here. I did have, what did I call the horizon? I had a great name for it. There it is, the KSV, Kerbal Space Vehicle dash C5 for Crude 5 01 Horizon. So that's what we're gonna do, because nothing says you're serious like a bunch of letters. And so this is the CSV C6, Crude 6 dash 01, and we really need a good name for you. I'm gonna put question marks for now. I can't think on the spot, but for now it's okay. All right, so what we're gonna do, this is gonna have to somehow drive off. It also needs a whole stack of, where's the cargo parts? I gotta put a whole bunch of radial parachutes in here. I might need to stick on some cargo containers. There's not a lot of cargo spots. Cargo containers, okay, we'll go with these guys. Can we bring an extra probe core too? Why do we want an extra probe core? I'm not saying no, I just don't know why we want that at this point. There is a probe core built into the Ares already. I mean, I could. And what am I? I'm looking for parachutes is what I'm looking for. Why am I having, there we go. Okay. One. What? These things don't hold, how much? This thing has a pack volume of 100 liters? I have to get bigger than this? That's redonkulous. Those things can only hold 60 liters of, So this holds a, you know what? Just stick them all to the side. We don't need the containers. Just stick them all to the side. Just, that's all we're gonna do. Just do this. This is way better than bringing up a container. There we go. We'll bring up 8. I don't know what it's gonna need, but yeah, the Ares does have a built-in probe core. That shouldn't be a problem. I certainly hope so anyways. I've made a mistake on that one before. Alright, I'm going to, who do we got aboard? Valentina and Bill. Valentina and Bill are going to do this thing. What time are we at in the stream? Yes, it's time to get serious about this. So, I'm going to save this, and we're going to launch our Mickey Mouse space plane. I know the lander didn't have a probe core, so you're right. But I'm pretty sure the Ares does. Of course, if I forgot to put a probe core on the lander, it's entirely possible I forgot to put a probe core on this too. Okay, lights on. So what we have to do... I'm honestly considering, and if I wasn't playing in hardcore mode, I'd do it for sure, but I'm honestly considering just driving down the crawlerway, doing a 180, and using this as a runway, but I think that'd be a bad idea. I do think that'd be a bad idea, so I'm not going to do it. What I am going to do, though, is put on my SAS, give a little bit, engage the engines, and just a little bit of throttle. Off we go. You just have, it's such a narrow thingy there. So we got to get ourselves to the runway so we can take off. Alright. That was with very little drama. I like that. Just realized as well, like, do I have the steering disabled on this? No. Steering disabled on that. Just the front one should steer. So we're going to taxi over. I didn't tweak any of these control surfaces either. But you know, we got into orbit and then we can figure out everything else later. Use RCS for taxiing. That'd be a good idea. You're full of good ideas. Okay. We're almost at the runway. I don't think the RCS packs much thrust because I did use the little ones. But I could do that. Like, there's the RCS thrusters. Are we adding any speed? I didn't see any exhaust coming out. Oh no, they are exhausting. Just not doing much. Alright, so I need a bit of runway, but I don't need a whole lot. Gosh dang, it's a foggy day. Put on the fly-by-wire. And get this ready to go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't drift off the runway while you're doing all that. Happy, 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 happy. There. Okay. I'm sure that's enough runway. It has to be. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Okay, so we're gonna spin this around. Oh, don't make me do a 3-point turn. Wow. Oh, shoot. I just went over. Okay. Oh, you little dinker door. Here we go. Come on, thrust. Bit of a hill problem there. Okay, okay, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Here we go. Here we go. Lining up. Lining up. Go. Oh shoot, I just realized something, but oh well. And what I realized, I have no idea where the Ares is in its orbit. Set, I think. 70, yeah. Heading 90. Why? Master switch is on. Why are you not on a heading at 90 degrees? Feels like this isn't working. Why is the flight controller not working? What am I missing? Okay, fine. Just standard flyby. Oh wait, I got SAS on. That's what it is. There it goes. Okay, good go. Yeah, I have no idea where the Ares is. So, ships. There it is. I'm selected as a target, but where it is, I don't know. Okay, we want a lower climb rate than this, for sure. Whoa, whoa, I just typed in 150. 15. There we go. I am worried about this because we've not tested it too much. Not tested it for a descent either. We're just assuming we can get it back. Alright, it is building up speed alright right now. Where is the Ares? It's what orbit's in? 90-kilometer orbit? Okay. I'm gonna go into a higher orbit than it. Maybe about 110. That's gonna be my goal. And allow it to come because it's behind me. So if I go into a higher orbit, it'll be faster than me. Okay. Okay, building up speed nicely. Getting our nice comet tail. Little lower pitch. I really want you to build up speed now. Oh wait, is this on automatic? Yes it is, okay. Should be switching any time now. Switch. Switch. You're losing velocity. Switch, you stinker pants. No, that was a mistake. Shoot. Come on, switch, switch, switch. There it goes. I was just about to do it manually. Okay, I'm going to go to standard. I'm just going to try and fly it. It wasn't pitched up very high when those rocket motors came on. I am now hard pitched. Oh, it's still not liking that. Pitch up. I'm gonna go. Okay, we got throttle. Reducing throttle. I'm gonna go put on the SAS. Take off the master switch. Come on, just gimme. Less throttle. Okay, how not to do an ascent with one of these. That's what I'm demonstrating. Okay, just lock it on to prograde here. Okay, I think I said 110 on the apoapsis. Oh shoot. I hit the Z instead of X. Classic Aben maneuver there. Yeah, I know LinkedIn's talking about putting the mode thing on a hotkey. Unfortunately, I don't have action groups unlocked. So, yeah, I should have. I just discovered this automatic switching, but I agree. I think it's much better to put it on I was just fiddling with something that's new and deciding I kind of don't like it. But live and learn on that one. But yes, usually I attach it to an action group, but unfortunately I don't have them unlocked yet. Okay, we are in space. That was a little messy. We can also close these now, right? I could have done that a long time ago. Close those. I can deploy our solar panel. Yeah, you don't need to unlock it. No need to apologize there, Link to Edition. I actually can put them on full-time in the settings, which sometimes I do. I don't know, this series seems to be about me punishing myself. So I didn't. Okay, we're about a minute and a half. How are we sitting? There it is coming up behind us. I have about just under 300 meters per second left. Let's just add a little throttle here. Not going to take too much to get up to get in orbit. Lot of throttle. Good enough. Okay, so let's just turn it this way. All right, let's go get to here. Whoa, I do not have a lot of fuel. I think, though, I don't need it. Yeah, I think I got to jump ahead orbits here because of my impatience during my launch. There we go. That's getting pretty close. What's that separation like? 28 kilometers. That's making it better. Okay, I see 24 kilometers. Let's see if we can... Or not 24, 2.4 kilometers, I'm sorry. I saw 2.3. That might be as close as I'm going to get it for now. But that's okay. That's okay. Alright, let's go to here. I'm going to reduce these throttle limiters a lot. Because this is an itsy bitsy tiny burn, and it's going to be another small burn. It's only 20 meters per second, and that should be about 20 meters per second to match it at the other side. So it shouldn't be... We should be okay. And I think I can pick up fuel at the Ares. I'm sure there's extra fuel left in it. Alright, let's get to the burn. Let's about an hour and a half away. Oh, I could easily have the Ares come to the plane. Oliver's 100% correct. The Ares can fly autonomously. It can come to the plane. It doesn't have to be this way around. You're completely correct on that. So we got this. Okay, I'm just positioning it so I can see the numbers here. Okay, let's go to half throttle, because again, this isn't going to be too much. Overcooked it, I saw. Just looking over here at the intersect. I overcooked it just a bit, so I'm just using RCS to kind of back off. There's that 2.4, 2.36, 2.35. That's about as good as it's going to get right here. Might just see if I can put a maneuver about the halfway here. See if I can play with it. Yeah, I got a bit of a plane, very small plane difference, but a bit of a plane difference nonetheless. There we got 0.3 kilometers, 0.2, 0.1. I'm going to stop at 0.1. I'm not even going to use the motors for this. Oh, it's still 8 meters per second. Okay, I guess I maybe will use the motors for this. I was going to do it with RCS, but now I'm thinking I won't. There is definitely fuel on the Ares. So once we're docked with the... I can't imagine how the Ares has to have fuel in it. In fact, I think it has quite a lot. So if we're worried a little bit about deorbiting, I don't even think I am. I still got 91, but either way. Okay, I'm going to give it just a little throttle. Do the rest with RCS. Wow, this RCS is wimpy. I'm worried that I made a mistake. Oh, I was looking... No, I am looking at the... Okay, I'm 69 meters. That's cool. I'm worried I made a little bit of a mistake maybe with using these really small thruster blocks. But I guess we'll find out. Valentina's a rock star. She can do it regardless. Now, where are you? You must have to do an F4. There you are. Just using RCS to close the distance as much as I can. I still have a lot of mono. I'm hardly using the monopropellant when I do this. Okay, 38 meters separation. We got 24 meters per second for our approach velocity. That's fine. Might want to start. I'm 46 seconds away, so I might want to start slowing this down a bit. Probably a good idea. Let's just do this and give a little throttle. That way. Lock it on retrograde. I'm just looking at this time too. As long as that time's staying steady. See the 27 seconds till target? As long as that's... If I can keep it from going down, then I'm doing fine. Let's use a little WSD stuff. There is our little wayward spaceship. And I think I can dock right off the end of it, if I'm not mistaken. Given the tiniest amount of throttle here, just reducing our speed to our target. And we'll get ourselves oriented. Okay. Open this. Control from here. Can I... Come on, come on. Get it, get it. I can't hit the docking port. Why is it being like that? Go to here. You. I want you. Set that as a target. Okay. I am going way too fast. Oh, I should have slowed down first. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, that was smooth. Okay, let's try that again. Wow. That was just brutal. I should have slowed down a little bit more. The RCS does not pack nearly the punch that I thought it would. And then I had to guess, because I had the weird orientation with the docking port, which way to... Okay, I gotta control from a normal thing. Control from here again. So I can actually just point and figure this out. That way. Moving away from it. Hey, my dorking around's got the sun to come up, so there's the upside to that. Alright, that's set up normal like now. Now I can do this. Okay, we're all good now. You think I should put in the bigger RCS thrusters? But I like how little monopropellant these little guys use. And as long as I'm sort of just aware of it. Oh, that thing's tumbling. That's what's going on. Ah, oh boy, oh boy. Extra fun. Now I could time warp to freeze that. But what fun would that be when you can chase something that's actually tumbling a little bit? All of a sudden I was noticing just that I had it all lined up, but it's not staying lined up because of the... There's a very slight tumbling happening with the Aries. Not surprising because I bonked into it. So I just need to kind of just do this proper. Like, come on. Just gotta chase it a little bit, that's all. It's not a biggie. Come on, come on. Oh, you want it, you want it, you want it. I can't even see what's going on here. What's going on? Okay, little forward. There we go. Hey, we did it. Okay, we're docked. We're on the Aries. There is fuel here that I can steal. That is perfectly good. Made it a little bit of an adventure, but that's okay. But so what we got to do is we got to take these parachutes we put on here. We got to put them around the Aries there. We'll get Build to do that. Do I have enough? 8 to bring this down safely? I hope so. But I don't really know. I haven't really tested it, obviously, at all. And then these guys will come down separate like. But I'm looking at where we're at the stream, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's going to have to wait for the next stream. So this one turned into mostly just building this thing. And then we'll have to bring this down. Didn't test it on a descent or anything. We'll see how it goes. But all of that is going to have to wait for next week. So in the interim, have yourself a fantastic week. Oh, I do have an announcement. I almost forgot. Thursday, I'm going to start live streaming at least for the next few Thursdays. And what I'm doing is going back into Reentry. Reentry is a space flight simulator. Pretty realistic. Something I make lots of mistakes in. I played it before live, did the Mercury program, did the Gemini program, and then I stopped. And so I'm going to restart it because the game has now gone into full release. And I'm going to be starting with the Apollo program. So that is going to be on Thursday. We have another RP1 video coming out Wednesday, another one on Saturday, and then another one on the following Monday. Lots of stuff coming your way. And so in the interim, though, thank you everybody in the chat. Thank you everybody watching this at a later date. Special thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members who support this channel directly. Further thank you to all of the people that feed that algorithm by participating in the chat, participating in the comments down below in the video, and liking and subscribing and all that kind of stuff. Have yourself a fantastic week, and we'll see you all next week. Bye, everybody.